Coming up,
the rhetoric that like the far right has about us being groomers and all of these things that aren't true of an already very disenfranchised group, and we're such a small percentage of the population, but we get so much negative hate.
you'd think like maybe is it a mindset or is it a mentor? What is one thing you would have needed?
I missed my therapy session this morning.
Oh.
No. And it was weird to me, and I told my mom and dad, I'm like, wait, but like that person's saying that I'm gonna go to hell because of who I am, but
my
like,
God.
didn't he just get like his wife's cousin pregnant? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah,
I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Meet Harry Jowsey, reality TV heartthrob. He's been loved, ghosted, cancelled, and kissed. He spilled his guts.
I did what?
In a world of ghosting and dodging red flags, Harry's filling his boyfriend's toolbox one lesson at a time. It's Harry Jowsey, boyfriend material.
Oh,
It was she was so small. She was only 2 pounds when I got her. So
Wow.
she's stretched out.
Would you want to get any other dogs?
I'm good. I travel so much, and that's the reason why I didn't want to get a dog. I was
Yeah.
like, no, I can't. Then I'm like seeing all of these people with their dogs in the airport, and I'm like, I could handle mine a lot better than these people are. So.
Yeah. Wait, I would just get anxiety because my dog's a bit of a nutcase that he would just shit everywhere. Or just like bite someone because he does that. No, yeah, well, he's sometimes.
What breed?
He's an English bulldog, but he's like
so cute.
so sassy.
Yeah.
So like some people he'll like I don't know, it just gets like random. Like for some reason he's obsessed with the gate at our place now. Like he just wants to eat the gate, and then like he'll change to something new. He's really stupid. Anyway, are we okay? What is going on, you naughty little pelicans? This week I am joined by an icon, performer, pageant, legend, artist, and a absolute superstar. Your favorite drag queen's favorite drag queen is Sasha Colby. Welcome.
Yay!
Wow, everyone,
Crowd goes wild.
so excited to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
How you doing? You good?
I'm great. It's a lovely day in LA, and this is Teddy, everyone. Hello. She needed to be on screen.
I feel like Teddy's going to get bigger than 10 pounds.
She's going to get her own Instagram soon.
Oh, has she not got one?
I no, not yet.
Okay.
And we might have to get on that.
Yeah.
Get the sponsorships. That's a whole life, though, right? Like, that's like,
It's actually a commitment.
yeah. And I do follow those, like, Poodle accounts. It's just, like, one little poodle. But I'm like,
Yeah.
that is, like, I don't even have that much energy from my own account.
No, I'm the same. I did that for my English bulldog when he was a puppy, and then I was like, he kind of got fat now, so I'm like, no one needs to see this. Like, I need to get Ozempic for him. Like, it's crazy.
Doggy Ozempic.
Yeah. Wait. So you're from Hawaii?
I am born and raised.
What island?
Hold on 1 second.
There you good. There you
She'll
go,
calm
Queen.
down. All right.
So
Yeah.
Hawaii. What was that like? What island?
From Oahu, the main island,
Okay.
where Honolulu and Waikiki. So that's like the most touristy one, the most
Okay.
city-like. But I come from like the southeast side. It's a small little town called Waimanalo, and it's
Wow.
like one road that goes through the town, and if you blink, you'll miss the town. So
Wow.
it's a really small town, like full of. I grew up in like it's called Hawaiian Homeland, so it's like native Hawaiian reservation, like homestead. So I have like generational land passed down from my grandmother. So yeah, it was really fun. Right across the street is the beach, and then my backyard was like the mountain range. It was paradise.
Wait, how do you not live there? Then?
Huh?
You don't go back?
Oh, I do.
Okay, I was gonna say it
my
sounds
family
heaven.
still lives there.
Okay.
So I got a big family, but they're all there. When you don't appreciate it when you grow up in it. You think
Yeah.
like, I got to get off this rock, and I want to be, I don't know, on MTV or something, and
Wow.
you want to be a celebrity or something. So I didn't really appreciate where I came from until I moved. Like, and I moved to Chicago, like from LA for work. I
Okay.
mean, from Hawaii for work.
Yeah, I was gonna
In the
say.
middle of winter. It was February, and it was the worst storm in like 10 years.
What?
Snow was up to like the top of cars. I didn't even know what a winter coat was. I didn't have
Oh.
shoes. I came with flip-flops off the plane
No way.
in February.
Really?
Like, yeah, I didn't know a thing, and it was like a culture shock immediately.
How quick did you move out of Chicago then?
I stayed there for like 7 years for work.
Oh, okay.
I gained my stripes. I made it
Wow.
through some winters, but I don't need to have that again. Like I
Yeah.
like LA weather is good.
Yeah, LA's good. LA's like a good happy medium too, because Hawaii's perfect, but I feel
Hawaii's
like
perfect.
if you want to like relax and slow down,
Yeah.
you go there.
Yeah, and like I mean, it is humid. I don't know.
Oh my
my
God.
blowouts won't last that long. So I like the dry weather here. It's
Yeah.
great for my skin.
When's the next time you're gonna go back, or is it just whenever?
Kind of whenever. I'm due back to go. I haven't been back in a while, so hopefully sometime this maybe holidays.
Is May's the best time to go, or when is the best
May's
time?
when it starts to get like tourists, like
Oh, okay.
like really crowded actually. So like May to maybe I'd say like September, October. It's pretty crowded all the time. But I would go
Yeah.
to the winter because
Yeah.
I feel like a winter there is like a summer here in LA. Like it's
Oh,
still
nice.
not bad.
Yeah,
still
it's always
great.
good. How big is your family?
I'm the youngest of 7.
7?
7.
No
Yeah,
way.
6 of them are walking around, and then me. Got a lot of nieces and nephews, a lot of cousins. That's very Hawaiian. Like, there's a
Yeah,
lot.
but I feel like Hawaii's call everyone cousin, right?
Yeah, or auntie.
Oh,
Everyone's
auntie,
your
yeah,
auntie
yeah,
or uncle.
everyone's his auntie.
Like just the lady that's like across the street at the post office, like she's auntie.
Yeah, I went
Just-
with one of my friends to the grocery store there. It's like, what's up, auntie? And I'm like,
How are you
yeah,
related?
yeah, it's like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. And they're like, oh, no, we don't like.
But then you're treated like family.
Yeah,
like,
it's
by
so nice.
everyone. It's so nice.
Yeah, I feel like that would be such a beautiful place to grow up.
It was
Yeah.
incredible. Great, the aloha spirit, the food.
Oh my
You
god.
been?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was there recently. Well, not
yeah?
that recent, but I went and now I'm obsessed with poke bowls. Is that embarrassing?
No, I
Okay.
mean, I'm glad that you've got the real like poke experience in Hawaii, because sometimes these poke restaurants, like if they have like bell peppers and cucumbers, I'm like, that's
You go.
like, just give me like the straight. I'm such a purist, so I need like the Hawaiian version.
Yeah.
Just like shoyu and like maybe some spicy or like spicy mayo. That's
Spicy
so
mayo.
good.
That's the
Yeah.
one. Is there a Hawaiian snack that you miss the most? Because I remember actually yesterday I was like, oh, I'm really craving a poke bowl.
Ooh.
But is there something that's like specifically Hawaiian?
I definitely crave. It's not Hawaiian. It's a local dish, but it's like all different. I think it's like a hybrid of like Chinese and like Japanese. It's all like
Okay.
kind of one. It's called chop suey. It's not really Chinese. It's like a Hawaiian version of it.
Oh, cool.
But they have this thing called gaoji, which is
Yeah.
like a little pillow puff of like pork and spices and things,
This is epic.
deep fried.
Oh,
It's my favorite. I go there and I'm like, I need a bag of it.
Wow.
Just sit on the beach with some hot mustard. It's my favorite.
well, it's heaven.
Yeah,
I was reading that you were raised Jehovah's Witness.
I was.
Does your family still do that?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't really talk to a lot of them.
Okay.
Because of it. Well, yeah, just because of life as well. But
Yeah.
let's be honest.
No, I don't really talk to my family, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
I'm over here. I'm
they're
busy.
there.
They're doing their thing.
They're doing their thing. Some of them are still in and out of the religion.
Yeah.
So it's a little hard because, that religion really like teaches a lot of bigotry and closed-mindedness. So there's no space for queer people. There's, I'm technically don't exist, as a trans person. So
What?
it's hard when like your family believes this thing, but they still try to love you. But like the love comes with like shame. You feel like they're like
Really?
embarrassed of it. So it's like had to separate from that.
The only thing I know about Jehovah's Witness is that they knock on your doors.
They do. And they made me as a little kid. They would like push me like, go
They would push
ring
you.
the doorbell.
Knock on the door.
Like let the little kid do it. They're not gonna slam the door in a kid's face, but we did.
When did you leave the church and stuff?
I was like 14.
Oh, wow.
It was very painfully obvious that I was very feminine.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like just whispering or making fun of who I am, and I couldn't naturally help it. And at 14, you don't really know what you're being. You're just trying to be yourself.
Yeah.
But it caused a lot of like gossiping, and
Ew.
it was just really weird.
Yeah.
And it was weird to me, and I told my mom and dad, I'm like, wait, but like that person's saying that I'm gonna go to hell because of who I am, but
Oh
like
my God.
didn't he just get like his wife's cousin pregnant? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah,
I'll see
like-
you there.
Yeah.
I'll be in VIP. You'll be
Yeah,
in GA,
yeah. I'll be having fun.
You'll be in Gen Pop.
Whoa.
I know.
That's,
And then my parents were like, touche.
yeah.
Like I had a good argument, and so they were like, yeah, you don't have to go anymore.
Yeah.
So that was
Nice.
a relief.
Yeah, because that's even in your teenage years, it's so formative. Like,
Yeah.
it's difficult to just exist, and then I can imagine
Yeah.
questioning everything.
And then thinking that everything that you're doing is wrong. It's like I'm just standing. Like,
Yeah.
just trying to
I was
do you
just
not breathe.
I was just bored one day, and what's going on?
I didn't ask to be here.
Yeah.
Doing our best.
How did that help shape your drag journey, or did it not?
I mean, I think it really did.
It
Because
did, okay.
I was teased when I was little, like in elementary school, because I'm pretty light skinned for a Hawaiian. Like I have green eyes, so technically I didn't
yeah,
look
true.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
But my dad's full Hawaiian, my mom's half. So I had a lot of Hawaiian. I do have a lot of Hawaiian in me.
Yeah.
But I didn't look, tan and like the other kids. So they would
Wow.
call me haole, which is foreigner or white person. And, like say I'm not Hawaiian enough. And then I was like very queer,
Oh my
super
God.
feminine. Like I was just being asked to get beaten up. So I would
Yeah.
get teased a lot and picked on a lot. And I would run home. And the thing that would get me, would find like joy and peace in a day would like to lock myself in the bathroom, turn on the radio, and like put on my sister's eyeliner or like put on like some of her clothes and perform in the mirror. I was
wow.
doing that not even knowing drag was a thing, but it felt like home, and I would be in there for hours like after school just living what I actually get to do now, which is so wild. It's so poetic.
Wow.
It's pretty.
That's kind of like obviously like a beautiful,
Yeah, like and
a beautiful
when I
self-discovery.
saw drag for the first time, I think I was 17 at this club, and I was sitting in the front row, and it was just like a child like watching, like it was like one of those times where you go or you watch a movie like a high school movie coming of
Yeah.
age, and the nerd like gets to makeover, and she walks into the gymnasium, and like it's like all this like smoke, and everyone's living for you. That's what it felt like. It felt like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. And
Wow.
watching all this drag, and trans drag is really big in Hawaii. So there's
Wow.
really was a space where like, oh wow, like you can like look like a beautiful woman and express yourself. It was kind of everything that I was already gravitating towards, which is really cool.
Wow, what was that the first performance like for you? Like when you first got on stage?
Well,
Okay.
I'm a dancer, so I was already dancing.
Oh, okay, you were good.
Like in high school,
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
I was already a ham then.
Okay.
Wanting to be with the girls and dance, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually transitioned in right after high school, but I was still dancing.
Oh, cool.
So I transitioned, and I went from like dancing with the boys to dancing with the girls,
Mm.
and then that kind of made me. That was like when I started to see drag shows, and I was like,
Mm.
oh okay, and I didn't know if I was trans yet. I just knew I really didn't like getting out of drag.
Yeah.
Like I put it on and I felt comfortable. I
Yeah.
felt safe. Like I felt really awkward as
Yeah.
a little queer kid walking around. I felt really out of my skin. And I remember there were some mommies that I used to teach their kids as both pre-transition and post. And after I transitioned, they were like, you were always great, but it always seemed like you were so sad. Like it seemed like
Oh.
you were maybe like uncomfortable, but like as soon as you became Sasha, you just it felt like everything clicked. Like you just felt so happy, and it really was. It was like this is actually the skin that I want to be in. So it kind of all intertwined:
It's really
dancing,
beautiful.
transitioning, drag.
Yeah. Looking back, what do you think you would have needed, like as a young kid growing up? Because like I'm sure there's like a lot of people that are in a small town or
Yeah.
maybe on an island, and they're questioning their parents, maybe a little bit sassy.
Yeah.
Is there something, if you could think, like maybe is it a mindset or is it a mentor? What is one thing you would have needed?
I missed my therapy session this morning.
Oh.
No.
It's just it's so fascinating. Like
yeah.
it's really, and the
Like
fact
what
that,
do I think I would need as a kid?
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
kind of put it at ease. I think it always felt like I was unlovable.
Okay.
Like it felt like who I naturally wasn't enough to be loved. So I think if I probably got more hugs and
Yeah.
like was just told that now I find like my attachment style is like I need like constant like verbal affirmations, and talking and communication is really important to me because I didn't really have that. And when you're a kid and you don't know, you make up, you know, a reality so you can rationalize what's going on.
God.
And sometimes it's like not the best mentality. So if I was told like maybe that the thoughts that I were thinking was not real and I was actually lovable, that would have been. But then I don't think I'd become an overachiever like I was, and I wouldn't have won Drag Race.
Yeah, true. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Okay, I want to ask about your name, because I was curious about this.
Okay.
Because it's such a good name.
Yeah.
Sasha Colby. It's really,
it has a ring to it, right?
it's really good. I was thinking about it. I was like, fuck, that's really good branding.
It's catchy.
I wish I could think of my own name. My parents just gave me Harrison. I'm like, what an idiot.
Well, and then I think it's the two syllables. Like
is
yours
that-
too.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Sasha-
it's a nice catchy Sasha Colby. And a lot of people will
Yeah.
say it like one word. Like the
That's-
whole thing. Like not just Sasha.
How did you think of that?
Well, okay, so when I was thinking of a drag name, this is before I transitioned, and I just wanted something exotic. And I was looking at like different models from the 2000s, and there's this one model named Sasha Porapova, I think her last name is.
That's a good name too.
Yeah, and she was just this really beautiful model that I would see in Vogue all the time, and I just thought like Sasha sounds like such a cool name. I think I was thinking of Vanessa or Nadia or Natalia as well. Like I don't know why I wanted these like Russian agent spy names.
Yeah. Who are
sounded
you?
like-
What's going on?
It sounded like the girl next door,
Yeah.
but she was also kind of slutty.
Yeah.
She was, you know, a little hoey.
Yeah.
So I stuck with Sasha, and I didn't have a last name.
Okay.
So it was, I was just Sasha, and I transitioned, and that became my name. And then I met my drag mother, and her last name, her stage name is Colby. Last name Cassandra Colby, and she got her
great
name.
names.
Yeah,
What's going
great
on?
names. But the Colbys is she got that name from an older drag queen, kind of her drag mother, one day when she was performing for the first time, and her name was already Cassandra, and she didn't have a last name, and so the old timer, she was like Cassandra Colby, like the Colbys on Dynasty. So it's like that 80s soap opera
Yeah.
that was Dynasty, and there was a spinoff called the Colbys. So it was very like back then in drag world, that was very kind of uppity and like very, very highbrow. And yeah, when I met her, I became a Colby. I was like the first Colby. Now there's so many of us. There's so many brothers and sisters. But
Wow.
yeah, luckily the name just fit.
It's good. Yeah.
But I always was like, I never like associated it with the soap opera. I just thought it was like cheese. I'm like, oh, I'm just named after like Colby Jack's cheese.
Which is also great. We love cheese.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love cheese.
Yeah, so it worked, but it definitely grew on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you spoke about a mother, right? Drag
Yes.
mother. Can you explain that to me?
Yeah. So like the basis of a mother in like
Yeah.
the drag world or trans world, just like the queer world in general,
Yeah.
not even just performing, but we have it a lot. There's a lot of it in black ball culture, different houses, and they're, you know, for lack of better words, like a gay street gang. Like that's your posse, and they go to balls and they battle each other,
Wow.
and under the, you know, the guise of fun and like queer community.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of families in Hawaii. Like there's a lot of aunties and uncles in the drag world. And so there's like some like big houses, and everyone, I mean, Hawaii is so small, especially the queer community. So we all know each other. So it's like we're all family, but there's, you know, a couple of big old timer names that are floating around. And like everyone's coming from a house. And I think the gist of having or being a mother is when you're a queer kid and you get ostracized from your family and you don't have you know, that support system, a safe space, you go searching for people like you, people who share your interests, and like a safe space. And that's what a mother becomes. They're the mentor. They use their experiences, the good and the bad, to teach younger queer kids how to survive, how to survive, and like the simplest things that you don't get from your family when you don't get to be around them, like how to get a job, how to apply for an interview, how to do drag, how to, express your passion. A lot of times, these mothers will take in kids that like live with them and support, but there's different degrees to it.
Can you be a sister as well?
Yeah.
Or is that not a thing?
No, I definitely.
How big does a family go? Is there great?
It's
there grandparents?
It's
okay.
Yeah.
There isn't.
I'm someone's grandmother.
No, you're
like
someone's
my kids have kids.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
god!
Insane.
Wait, this is so fun because you can
I'll
just pick
come
your
home
family.
and they'll be like, "What's up, G-Mom?" I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
I am not. I can't be a grandmother." But yeah, the branches they stretch.
and you're Chappell Roan's mother?
I am. We met. Well, she like shouted me out before I even met her, which was really cool. At like Coachella and then on Jimmy Fallon. So she was in Seattle doing a concert, like a block party concert, and I happened to be there. My partners live there, so I was there for the weekend, and we got to meet up. We talked about being a Colby, and I was like, "Well, if you want to be one, like, totally."
Way.
She's like, "I would love to." It was really sweet.
That's so
It was
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually and we can ignore this if you want, but I saw she was getting like a hard time on Twitter, and I know you probably know her personally, or obviously you do know her personally.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah. So I'm like, I was just thinking, like, could you speak to maybe her character? Because like I saw it on Twitter when she was like, maybe she was having a bad day or whatever else, but like people were taking photos and she was.
I mean, it's so hard, especially like it was kind of.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, and it was in the news for a while. It was on Twitter for a while, and I think, like any human, we get really hurt, you know. And I think it was a lot of misunderstanding. But it came out to be. I think people had it like resolved in like it was a misunderstanding with like the bodyguard who was just doing their job. Who knows? But it's hard when you're in that light and you kind of just have to take the hit. Sometimes with a lot of things that are out of your control. So I'm sure it's not the best time.
Yeah, I was just like probably jet lag too. Like
and like then you have to just go and like do the next concert and act like,
always be on too.
And
I
avoid social media because it's crazy, you know. And like I'm sure it's not good. Yeah, hopefully you find other things.
Yeah, because I was always curious about that because I'm like people are just so mean and like they were trying to tear it apart. I'm like,
you've been in this for a long time.
Well, I kind of deserve it. So like I read the comments and I'm like, you got a point. Like, yeah, fair enough.
Do you do comments? Do you read them?
Of course.
Oh my god, I can't.
I love it.
Really?
No, I don't. I cry.
Oh my gosh,
I cry a lot.
Don't. Do you really?
All the
cry?
time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I could see one. I could have so many good ones.
Yeah.
And then that one will stay with me for weeks, you know?
It's the worst.
It's the worst. I just can't look.
I have every comment filter on.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got any on?
I have a few. A few. And then, it's just like you automatically just go. Like you see like a notification. You're like, oh, let me see. And like why am I looking?
Yeah. It's like it's meant to make me feel good. I'm meant to have a good dopamine rush.
I'm cool with just like watching my reels.
Yeah. I always watch my stories back. I'm like, this guy's so funny.
What's your reel? Like algorithm? What's like what are your things?
Mine's a lot of wedding stuff now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. It used to be like really.
Wait, are you getting married?
I don't know.
Late breaking news.
Yeah, no. I used to be like really hot people all the time, and then I was like started getting sent rings and all this stuff, and then now it's like dogs
and dogs.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm just like, I'm not allowed to look at hot people.
Wow, they're really messing with your algorithm.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Mine's is like abs.
Oh, really?
just hot guys abs
the whole time.
And now poodles.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. And like the occasional cooking. I do love a good recipe.
Really?
Yeah. It's so like calming.
Would you do a cooking show?
I really like cooking, and I think I could. That'd be a fun crossover. I don't think a drag racer has done cooking.
And it's like wholesome. Too.
Yeah. And like, I mean, everyone's hungry. It's like you always want to watch cooking food.
Everyone's so hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were just on the road. You just had a few shows.
Had a few shows, yeah.
Can you
have some more shows?
You
coming
got some
up.
more? Yeah. Where are they? When are they coming up?
Well, it's Pride. It's like the beginning of Pride Month. Well, I think it's like Pride Month in May.
Is May Pride Month?
It starts for us.
Okay.
And it's also AAPI month, so that's a big time for me, being a Pacific Islander, Asian American and Pacific Islander.
I was like,
woman.
there's a PI. Okay, I'm learning. Okay.
Yeah, so we're just traveling a lot,
Okay.
doing a lot of fun, new, different things for Pride. Like, cause I get to go to different cities and countries.
Yeah.
Every year now. Like, I don't have to just do like my local Pride.
Good,
So I
yeah.
get the opportunity. I get to go to Amsterdam for their
What?
Pride.
What?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm not going to Paris for Pride, but I'm going in June, and
Okay.
it's for this big burlesque cabaret show, all trans, and
Wow.
yeah, really cool. We're celebrating trans legends, and it's all for a nonprofit that my friend Alana Starr has created. She got a chateau in Paris, in Versailles,
Wow.
and
Good for you.
made
That's
it
cool.
for unhoused trans people. People who just need help in
Wow.
the trans community. So I'm going to be giving back to a good cause.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a legend.
Yeah, she's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you been to the one in Australia? Mardi Gras in Australia.
I haven't. I was supposed to do it last year. I've
It's
been to
insane.
Australia, though.
It's crazy.
I love Australia.
They throw it down there.
I've done 2 tours there from
Yeah?
like Perth even to New Zealand. And we've done like all like the big cities,
Wow.
Their crowd is great. The boys are hot.
They
It's
would
my
go
type.
crazy for you there too. Yeah, they would go crazy.
They do. And they love Drag Race.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
What's your favorite city in Australia and New Zealand? Is there one or they were just
Brisbane had really, really hot boys in Brisbane.
Brisbane did?
They did. I looked at
Really?
some 3 boys.
No way. That's wild.
Or Melbourne was fun.
Melbourne's cool.
Yeah.
Was Perth good? I've never been.
Actually, it's really cool. It's like a mining town, right? It's like
Yeah.
the only town there. So it's like a lot of hard workers, but like the drag and trans scene is really cool. Like, it's really community.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
I need to tap in. I got it going on. What's the number one thing fans say to you when you meet them on the road?
Can I be a Colby?
No way.
Will you adopt me? Will you be my mother?
Wait, what do you say? Like,
I
don't
just
know
say
you.
it. Love you, babe. I love your hair. I hope you win.
No way. Really?
I'm like, the adoption department is closed. Like,
Yeah.
I have enough kids now.
Wait, what's the requirement? How do you?
There are no requirements. So it's just kind of like, if it happens, it happens. If usually actually trauma bonds.
Okay, yeah, that's
Like,
a good
it's
one.
like, we bond over something, a hardship, or like them not being accepted in their family.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like kind of filling that void.
Yeah.
Can't be it to everybody though. That's insane.
Yeah, well, it's a full-time
It's
job.
exhausting.
Yeah, you're already so busy. Is there one thing in your career that you still haven't done yet? Because obviously you've done a lot. Miss Continental, RuPaul's Drag. Like, is there one thing you're like, I would?
I'm gonna manifest. Let's manifest.
Yeah, let's
here.
put it out there.
I don't know. I have a lot of things coming up, but I'm really into like acting. Honestly,
Okay.
I want to get more into that, and let's say an EGOT. Let's go for it.
Yeah. Wow, let's go.
Let's reach for the stars.
Yeah. Is it someone you would love to be alongside?
Oh gosh. I mean, my favorite actors. I mean, Pedro Pascal is pretty cool. Jacob Elordi's pretty hot.
Yeah. He's from Brisbane.
Yeah. See.
Okay,
The boys are
maybe-
one guy.
Yeah. The most famous guy from
The one.
Yeah. The one.
I love Kate Winslet. I would
thought
love
you were
to
just
like
gonna
be,
say Kate.
No, just
Like,
Kate. Yeah,
we
pick
love
a Kate.
Kate.
No,
Yeah.
Kate Winslet. I think is just super amazing.
Wow.
I just love watching her.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to be in her presence.
Yeah, it'd be epic.
Yeah.
Take me behind the scenes of filming like a reality competition. Like, what's it like behind the scenes of RuPaul?
It's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild. It's you see it on TV, but you don't realize how many cameras are on you, how many producers are just kind of like watching, and it's almost like they're
Yeah.
taking notes on, these like creatures in the wild. And I think a lot of people, like, we don't realize, like, you go in thinking it's a competition show, but then there's also the aspect of a reality show, and you have to, be vulnerable and tell your stories and not be afraid to, do a lot of things that I think Drag Race in particular just makes you do so many different things. Like you have to interview, you have to sew, you have to dance, write a song, and at any point kind of do all these things that are thrown at you. So I think I like it because it just keeps me on my toes. But a lot of people end up really like getting too in their head, I feel like. And I was even in my head a lot. And you do become like kind of your own biggest enemy, and the inner saboteur comes out, and like all your insecurities are like right there, and then they tell you like, hey, can you talk about your insecurities?
Well, they're good with that too, because like, they know how to squeeze it out of you.
I mean, they were like, it's eyeliner time, talk about your dead dad.
Like, let's look in the mirror
like,
and
tell for the camera.
Wait, who do you think was sassier, the crew or the cast? Because I feel like the crew on a show like this has got to have
the crew is sassy.
Some divas.
Sassy. And there was queen care. So there were all these like handlers that had to be around us at all times.
Oh my God.
Because we were not allowed to talk unless the camera's rolling. So no like whispering or anything. And there was a thing called like hard ice or ice. So we were getting hard ice a lot.
No, I think Willem was saying this, that one of the queen carers, one of the queen carers broke down in tears. And like started crying, and then Willem was like, obviously all the girls felt bad, and they're like, okay, we'll stop talking, whatever else. And then the carer just like was like, yeah, I was faking, I wasn't actually crying, I just wanted you guys to shut up because you kept ruining the show.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, and we're all mics, so also they can hear us, but they're trying to talk to each other. So that's like, can you like just be quiet, because like there's like 12 queens just
I can imagine.
I'm such a rule follower, so
Are you really?
Yeah, I didn't want to get scolded or yelled at.
No way.
Yeah, no. The cast, there were some sassy ones, sassy castmates, but I think the crew, because it was the straight camera guys that were the funniest. Like they've been on it for so many years, and like you just end up knowing them and saying hi to them every morning, but they would be the ones that would like kind of say like the sassy remarks. It was hilarious. Really? Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. So you guys had like a pretty good relationship, because I know some shows they like don't let you talk to the camera guys and stuff.
You know, I was microdosing shrooms every day.
Okay, so everyone's happy.
I was like walking in literally like, who wants to make Emmy Award-winning television? While girls are like crying against the wall, hoping not to go home. You're
just like struggling.
Yeah, I was like,
wow, that's good.
That's before I knew about beta blockers. So just cut the receptors off.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
you don't have to be in your head.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
What's one thing that people don't know about filming?
I think how long it is.
Oh my God.
You know, how relatively short you're there filming, but how long the days are. You don't really get a lot of sleep, and like the confessionals, you have to talk in present tense about something that happened maybe like 2 weeks ago, and it's for continuity. You have to go back in the same outfit, so it can get like a weird distortion of reality of time.
Yeah.
So you're worried about whatever challenge is right now, but you have to talk about how you were feeling 2 episodes ago.
And like be sad.
Yeah, and then in present time.
Stressful.
It was.
Is there since winning RuPaul's, what's been the biggest pinch me moment?
I've had some fun ones. I got to speak at the White House. At the vice president's home.
Whoa.
Kamala Harris. I did for GLAAD. It was their Pride event. So I got to do that. I hosted it. So that was.
You weren't on shrooms then?
Really? No, I wasn't on shrooms then. No.
I was gonna say probably not the place.
Yeah, after I won, I was like, I'm cool.
Yeah,
the nerves are gone.
Okay, cool.
I got to do. I mean, the Emmys were really cool. We won.
Fuck yeah.
I got to meet a lot of like cool actors, and then I got to introduce Chappell and her performance at the VMAs. So
wow,
it was a lot of pinch me moments.
So you've had a really good,
really
good run. Who are your top 3 music artists right now, or your divas?
Well, my all-time fave is Janet Jackson. I just love her.
Yeah.
Love everything. It's like the soundtrack to my life.
Yeah.
All of her albums. I'm currently in love with Olivia Dean. Like I can just play her whole album. Just
love her.
Yeah, that's an album you can just play on repeat. And it's on rotation actually right now.
Wow.
And what's another one? I've been loving like Honey Dijon's like playlists, like
Who's that?
amazing
Is that a name?
trans
Okay.
DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, sick.
I need to check it out.
Fab.
Yeah, I
Love
feel
it.
like trans people have the best music.
I mean, the trans girls have like good taste.
They go crazy. Yeah. Okay, speaking of trans, what do I need to know? Is there anything that you think that people need to hear more about or know more about when it comes to trans people?
I don't know if it's like knowing more.
Okay.
I think it's about misinformation. I
Okay.
think a lot of, if you fall into different like weird categories in social media, you could like hear some just plain lies about trans people. The rhetoric that like the far right has about us being, groomers and all of these things that aren't true of a already very disenfranchised group, and we're such a small percentage of the population, but we get so much negative hate. And I think it's because we are one of the very few group of people that visualize what we want
Yeah.
and actually make it happen, like manifest it out of nothing, really.
Yeah.
And I think for people who don't have that luxury, I think it can be very scary. And I would hate walking around and seeing like other people live their lives so happily
Yeah.
and you can't because of religion or social norms. So I think try to like see where you're getting your information from, and then know a trans person. Like once you can humanize and put a face with the experience, it's harder for you to be a bigot to other people.
What is one thing that everyone is getting right about the trans community?
That we are fab.
Yeah.
And we are like miracles of modern medicine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And trailblazers in the plastic surgery. And they're all following. It's trend setting.
It
You don't know
is.
who's a housewife or who's a trans girl.
That's true. It's a really good point. Do you feel pressure being one of the few trans winners of RuPaul's Drag Race?
No, I think there needs to be more. I
Okay.
mean, there's so much good talent out there, and I just come from with like just the knowledge that I've created and collected. It's just so many amazing trans women before me that if they were around, they would be killing it on Drag Race or in life, honestly.
Yeah, in general.
So, yeah, no, there's no pressure. I just hope that I'm a good example, and I love watching trans performers get spotlight, get far in Drag Race and in life.
Yeah, who do you think we should look out for? Is there anyone up and coming that needs more attention?
I am obsessed with, and it's hard
It's hard.
to make me obsessed, like because I love I've known so many amazing performers, so to be to like get a breath of fresh air from someone is really rare, and she is a breath of fresh air. Her name's Julie J.
It's great names.
Yes.
What's going on? My parents are so annoying.
Well, I mean,
You
those
got-
aren't our names.
No,
So
you
we'll figure out a stage name.
Please
for
give me
you.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
a catchy
sorry.
one.
Yeah.
But her name's Julie J. She's based in Brooklyn, in New York.
Okay.
And she's just a really amazing performer, a storyteller, a fashion girly. One of the best pantomimers I've ever like watched, a lip syncer. And she really just tells stories. And she actually does this she works for like, I guess she's in like the social media campaign with, that's her.
Okay.
She does a lot for Alexis Bitard Jewelry, where she's going around as almost like the Anne Hathaway assistant to this fashion diva, and it's all these like cute little verticals on socials. So she's doing her thing.
She's the one.
Yeah.
She's the one to look out for.
Yeah. Watch her. She's amazing.
Wow. Let's talk about your weed.
Let's talk about my weed.
It's called Flamer.
Yeah.
Greatest name.
See?
You guys,
The branding.
you're so good at branding.
Well, that wasn't me. That fell. It was a.
Okay.
It's a great partnership. So
Okay.
Flamer's the brand.
Oh,
They're queer POC owned,
Okay.
based in New York. So the way that like weed laws go is like you have to grow the weed that you sell in the state that you
In
sell
that
it in.
state,
So it's by state. So right now we're only in New York, but we're working with different grow houses. Hopefully in the future to like bring it to California, to bring it to other markets. But right now, if you go to New York, we're in like 30 different dispensaries,
Epic.
all up and down
Yeah.
the whole state. And my collab with them, they have a great library of wonderful
Library.
wonderful an amuse-bouche of of products, but I do their pre-roll, their infused. Are you a pothead?
No, I
You
can't
don't
do it.
smoke at all? Okay.
I accidentally spiked myself with the chocolate one time and ruined my week.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not a big edible because I can't really judge when it happens and like when it hits. I like the ritual of smoking. But
mine was at like I was 8 a.m. left the gym, and I was like, oh, someone left the chocolate here. So cool.
Ooh.
In my car, and then I had the whole thing, and I went home and I started making like chicken. And I ate the chicken. I was like, holy shit, if I got like salmonella, because like this chicken must be medium rare.
Oh god.
And I was trying to drive to this event, and my eyes started closing. I'm like, oh my god,
no.
I'm having a stroke. Like,
oh god. Well, especially if you didn't know that you did it, like
and
that's scary.
Asleep for days.
That'll be
so
scary.
After that, I was like, you know what?
So no for you.
Yeah,
well,
not for me. But
let me be a nerd first.
Please, talk to me.
So the pre-rolls, like it's when you get one that's already like a cigarette rolled, okay. So you don't have to do it yourself, but we infuse it. So it's infused with a baseline of weed. Then we have hash in it. Yeah. And you roll it up and you roll it in cannabis oil. And then you roll
How high are you getting?
Powder on it. So it's like almost like a shake and bake weed.
What?
A drumstick. It's a very high potency.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's like almost 50 something percent. THC. It needs a warning. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's if you are a pothead and you like strong ass weed, like this is the one. I mean, it's got rave reviews. Yeah. Like,
but is that like a joint you're having once a month?
I mean, I have such a high tolerancy, like, and I'm so stoned right now, just to sound normal, just to not be anxiety ridden. But I can do like a 5-pack in a day, and like,
wow,
I'm lit. Okay. But I think like the normal person, like the muggle, would be like doing like would probably take one and they do it in shifts. Like you could probably have like a few little smoking sessions, take it out, like pause, feel it out. But I'm a tank.
What's your favorite way to smoke weed?
I do love a infused rolled.
That's
joint,
the one
because it's easy to like pack and like just have it pop out. I used to love a bowl, but it just would get messy. Like when you're like have a bowl in your purse and it just smells like burnt weed at like some like bazaar party, like Harper's Bazaar, and he's like, what is that burnt smell? It's Sasha.
Wait, is there anything else that you want to do in that space?
I want to do some edibles. We're gonna do different, so maybe not that strong, like some like little training wheels.
Training wheels.
Yeah. But I'm really enjoying it. Like I've learned so much about weed. Like,
it's so fun.
And when you do what you love, it's not really work. So.
Amen.
And I get to take product home and do my homework. I've worked painstakingly. I researched and I product tested.
I want to do a rapid fire game. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Favorite look of yours from Drag Race?
There was this. It was a puffer challenge, so you had to wear like some sort of like puffer concept, and I was a bumblebee. But cool. It was I don't know if you can pull it up because it's hot.
No way.
But the prompt that I gave my designer was, she's the girl from the Blind Melon video that's dressed like a bee that grew up and went to Tokyo, and she's like the girlfriend of like Tokyo Drift driver.
Wow. That's creative.
Specific.
Yeah.
And I felt hot in that.
That was good. Favorite look on Drag Race of all time? Of anyone?
Oh, of anyone?
Yeah.
Oh.
The bumblebee.
Oh, I did love Violet Chachki's her when she was stepping down, her finale, or like her giving up. It was beautiful. It was like this blue purple ball gown.
Yeah.
She had like prosthetic. It was like almost like a skin crown. And she had like bugs on her, but it was so beautiful. Oh, wow. If you can pull it up, that would be amazing.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
That one. It's one of my favorites. I've never seen anything
How do they do that?
She's
wow.
She's amazing. Fashion
how long would that take, you think?
Probably like, I would say at least 5 hours, at least. Because, I mean, I like to take a while to get ready and
Yeah.
like just to look normal. So to do all that prosthetics was probably all day.
Yeah, she was locked in.
Yeah.
Favorite brunch spot?
Probably my bed.
Yeah.
Pillow. I'm in Los Feliz, so I like Alcove is
Okay.
really good. It's like outdoor. It's really, really like fun to just chill. You get that LA experience.
Yeah. Favorite song to lip sync to?
Right now, I've been loving "Is It a Crime" by Sade.
Nice.
It's sexy,
Sexy.
transcoded.
So sexy. She's got some bangers.
She does. She's got
Oh,
like
wow.
love making music.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Favorite song to cry to?
I literally have a playlist that said "Sad Girl" when I want to cry.
Wait, what?
I'm a Cancer moon, so I need to
You need to
cry for a
sometimes.
bit.
Yeah.
There's this album called that by Damien Rice called "O." Any of those songs, it's
It just
just like
gets you.
wrist slitter. Like it just activates the tears. Sometimes
Wow.
you need to cry,
You have
Get it
to.
out.
It's so good.
and I'm not looking at comments, so I'm not crying like that. I have to like artificially
You
create.
can
my
read some of mine
tears.
and you'll be like, wow, this is really sad.
No, I don't want to
hate
cry
them.
and spiral.
Okay, yeah, good. Favorite hairography move of yours? Did I say that right? Hairography?
You did.
Wow,
Good
yeah,
job.
Wow.
I do like lift my hair up and I kind of show that I'm not wearing a wig.
I have one.
See,
You gotta put it on.
that matches your color
Is
completely.
that me?
You are an autumn.
Is that Oh, is that what we're doing?
I could teach you the neck crack. I
What's
did
it,
like
a
this.
neck crack?
Yeah, like you put your hands here and you kind of crack your neck. Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. Yeah, I did
Ah.
that for one of the challenges and made them laugh. I won the challenge, so that was good.
That's good. Wait, is that better? Yeah, that's
great.
Will I
That
get
is great.
cancelled?
No,
Okay,
no,
I don't
no,
know.
no.
If I'm like, hey, I'm trying to do hairography.
No, you're with the trans. It's fine.
Oh, okay, we're cool. Okay.
Got you.
This is a lot.
It is.
It's
It is.
in
And
my-
then it's like warm.
It's
you
in my
know?
beard and like this is the neck crack.
It's a commitment, yes. And then you just neck crack it off.
Oh, okay. Wow,
The hair reveal.
that's so good. Okay, should I keep this on? This is a good,
Yeah, keep it on
You like
for
that? Okay. Favorite cocktail?
I'm not drinking right now, but I would do a Grey Goose and Sprite. Just
You're a single girl.
yeah, simple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Favorite beauty product?
I'm obsessed with skincare, so I've been doing. What is the thing that I've been loving the most? It's like PDRN. It's the
PDRN?
new I don't know skincare ingredient that like keeps you have glass skin.
Oh, I need
So
that.
I've been doing this one called Anua, and it's like a spray and it has these little blue crystal thingies that like make your skin like glass
I'm
skin.
sold.
It's helped.
Yeah, even there's the little blue things in the bottle. I'll be
Yeah,
like,
it's
I'll just
also
buy it.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. I just need that.
And it's nice because it's just a spray, so it does it. You don't have to like
Do you feel
put it
sticky
all in your
though?
hands. No, and you can refresh it up, and it like you just feel like you can
That's
go.
good.
throughout
They
the
need to
day.
give you a brand deal. Favorite city to perform in?
I love Mexico City.
Mexico City's
is
cool.
super fun. And I loved Berlin. Berlin was really cool.
Berlin gets freaky though.
Yeah, that's why I loved it.
Wait, why you get?
I just like they're such cool freaks. And
Have you got
like,
a crazy
so
story?
Just like I had like that was the best like crowd surfing moment I ever did. They were like professional crowd surfers, so like they held me and like turned me around. I was able to like I felt so safe, and I've done a couple of dives, and I've like it did not work well. So I remember that one, and they were really good. Like I felt like a rock star.
That's so nice. My friend who went, they had a different story. They went to a club and people were just peeing on each other everywhere.
Oh, Berghain. It's the other one. It's like
is that the spot?
there's one in Amsterdam that there's like a level.
Yeah, they're like it was a great. Everyone's just
Yeah,
like peeing and
yeah.
having fun. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's an
then
awkward
down you
walk
can be
home.
in the shower.
Oh, there's a shower.
Two under the pee.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's a weird walk home. Like
Yeah.
it's a bit sticky, but like whatever, everyone can do it.
I'm gonna pass on that.
You're not gonna do that one. Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm probably like bladder shy anyways. I could be in front of everybody.
Yeah, imagine. Favorite makeup product to use?
Mascara.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
that's a
love
go-to.
Last one. Favorite drag queen?
I'm gonna say Sasha Velour.
Okay.
She's season 10 winner. She's season 10. I think she's season 10. Oh my
Love
god.
it.
Or is she 9 and Bob's 10? I should know this.
Yeah. But there's so many seasons.
There's so many.
And
I
so
don't
many
even know my
people.
season.
Yeah.
Like, season 9. Okay,
Wow,
yeah,
you're
Sasha
good.
Velour, season 9. She's
Okay.
like a really good friend and one of my, like, such a great artist. You gotta Google her.
Okay.
She's amazing.
I do some research
Yeah.
of this.
She's done a lot of videos, and I've worked with her for years. So
Okay.
yeah, special.
We love her. We are gonna mix it up a little bit. I don't think we've done this one before. Let's play Fuck, Marry, Eliminate.
Okay,
Does that
no
sound
kill.
cool? Yeah. I think we wanted
Aw,
to.
we're being cute.
Yeah, we're being cute. Yeah. And I don't know what a lot of these mean.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be fun.
Snatch game,
Okay.
Rusical, or lip sync Lollapalooza.
Yeah. Okay.
What are
We're gonna watch some Drag Race one day.
is this?
So these are all different challenges in the show. So Snatch Game is a play on Snatch Game or Match Game.
Yeah, I was like, you just said the same thing twice.
Where you're pretty much doing celebrity impersonations and you're on like a
Oh.
game show type of thing. So that's like your chance to impersonate a celebrity and do improv with Rue. And then we have a Rusical, which is like a
Oh.
musical that's already in mainstream but kind of twisted to be Drag Race.
Oh,
And then Lollapalooza is where we literally lip sync battle each other.
Wow,
and,
this is
like,
so
made
fun.
made the best performer, like last performer standing is like, well, usually if you win, you're safe. So the last one standing goes home.
Oh.
So like you're fighting for your life there.
wow.
So fuck, marry, eliminate.
Yeah.
I would eliminate the Snatch Game. That was hard for me.
Okay.
Like I was like not into. I mean, that's just a scary one. It's a classic one that people classically fail at. Like the success rate, it's like 4%. I feel like
Yeah.
it is not. It's not good. So you have to figure out how you're gonna fail funny.
Okay.
You know, and just like ride with it.
God.
But I could eliminate that.
Yeah.
I would marry the Rusical.
Okay.
Just because it would be estranged.
Yeah.
Because I would have to fuck Lollapalooza because that's like I'm a performer, so
That's your one.
I did. And I did win that one.
Yeah.
Well, I made it through, so
Yeah.
that was good.
Okay, well, these ones, I'm definitely going to say these names wrong. Sasha Velour, Kylie Songqui Love. Did I say that?
Sonique?
Sonique? Wow. Kylie Songqui. Kylie. Sonique.
Yeah.
Love and Anitra? Anitra.
Anitra. Okay.
Wow, I'm terrible with
It's okay.
reading.
Those are some
I did
those are
Spanish
some
this morning.
special drag names too.
Okay.
Some special stage
The
names.
branding is incredible. I need to get in drag. Okay, yeah. Fuck, marry, eliminate.
Oh, this is hard because I love them all. Marry Sasha Velour because she's my favorite. I said that already.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna fuck Kylie. We were roommates, and who doesn't love some trans on trans action? So that'll be good.
Yeah.
And then I have to eliminate Anitra, but I don't want to.
Next one. Okay. Wigs falling off during lip sync, a poorly timed outfit reveal, and a poorly concealed breastplate.
Oh,
AKA when you can see the line on the neck where the breastplate starts. Fuck, marry,
yeah.
eliminate.
I'm gonna eliminate the breast bibs.
It's gotta go. Yeah.
We can eliminate that.
Yeah.
I could marry a poorly timed costume reveal because I don't know. I've done it before where it doesn't work out and then you just kind of roll with the punches.
Yeah.
So it's not that. I'd marry it. And then I'm going to fuck what is the first one?
Wigs falling off during lip sync.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'll
that.
fuck it because like this is underneath it. So I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be good. Final one. Camp queens, look queens, and pageant queens. Fuck, marry, eliminate.
I'm going to marry a pageant queen because
Yeah.
that's my roots.
Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna fuck a camp queen because I don't know. I feel like the funny ones they're probably really fun in bed.
Yeah.
And then I will marry. Right? I'll marry a
Yeah.
queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can share costumes.
Perfect.
Yeah, share the fashion.
Final few questions, and then we'll let you get out of here. If you're casting a drag villain for a show, which of your former castmates is the first person you call?
I probably wouldn't call the first person I'm thinking of because I blocked her. So
Do we know who?
Mistress Isabel Brooks. But
Okay.
I would probably call Lux, Noir London. She's a sassy little villain.
She's
She'd
sassy.
be fun. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. What's your ideal blunt rotation?
Dream blunt rotation would be Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
She's got some good weed, it feels like. And yeah, we have good munchies. I would want to smoke with Miley Cyrus.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. I think she still smokes, but that voice is amazing. But I
Yeah.
think she would be so hilarious. Probably Laganja would be fun. And let's change your experience with weed and have you be the fourth.
Maybe there. Wow. If
Well,
all of them are there, I'm in.
Yeah, I think and you'll be,
That'd be
in
fun.
a safe space.
Yeah, that'd be so
We
fun.
won't
And
make
there'd
sure
be
it's
good
not
food.
edibles.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I'll be coughing like a little bitch, so you'll be laughing at me.
Just in the corner.
Yeah, just tired.
asleep.
What is the most unhinged thing you've seen someone do just to get more screen time?
Anything James Charles has done.
Oh my god! Wow.
That kid cannot stop. Oh my gosh, that was a cringe moment just like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
Spirit
wild.
Airlines.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
right, stop. Take it away, nurse.
Yeah. Okay, where can people follow you to see what you got going on next? Anything you want to plug before we wrap it up?
You can find me on social media on all platforms at Sasha Colby. That's the name.
Don't forget it.
Yeah. It's catchy.
That was great. Well, thank you so much for being on. Guys, if you did enjoy today's episode, please give us 5 stars. And we will see you again next week.
Yay!
Wow.
Have fun.
So good.
I've got the gift of gab.